closing treatment. I've been here since the clinic opened, and the things that she sees is heartbreaking. So, I feel like it's a duty that needs to be here. It's low-income housing. A lot of people don't have insurance, and they don't have that $45 to pay, to go to a doctor. They don't have that $100 to pay for their labs. They don't have that $200 and something to pay for their prescriptions. And, my grandmother has congestive heart failure. And if, she didn't have insurance, probably pay for everything. So I feel there's a need for here, and being that I live here, I'm exposed to everything. And it's hard. It's very hard. I'm a nurse, and I live in low-income housing, So can you imagine what the rest of the residents who don't have a nursing salary, what are they doing?
Thank God for the sister. Thank God for the nurse. Thank God for my friends. And people you come outside and you talk to. We go to bed at night, don't have no food. All your food in the refrigerator. You got to throw it out. All the food in your freezer, you got to throw it out. But thank God to the sister. I know how she feels. Because it's very depressed. And right now, I still don't have no phone in my house. To talk to nobody. And you have like 250 minutes to give you. And you run that out, talk to them. And when you see people, my neighbor calls, and you be so glad to talk to people. And I don't know about nobody else. It was very depressing. Very depressing.
You shouldn't have to choose whether you're going to get your medication or you're going to feed your kids. I had a resident that passed away last week. They called me and said a lady fainted outside. I went out there and she was, basically knocked out, but she had a strong pulse. And her family was hysterical. And I kept saying, it's going to be okay, it's going to be okay. They said that she was complaining of chest pain. Now, if you don't know that that's a sign, that could be a sign of a heart attack. What does that say about your doctors? What does that say how your doctors care or, feels about you? Do they see you as a dog that they don't need to take the time to tell you the signs and symptoms of your disease? And anyhow, 30 minutes later, her sister called and told me that she passed away. And it's hard. That's what we were trying to avoid. And we couldn't avoid it. Everyone says it's not your fault, but it's hard when you can't, help everyone. And I couldn't help her. I feel really, really bad.
I've been here a little over a year, and I have 4 children, unofficial adopted one, and unofficial grandbaby. And I was just trying to keep them close. I didn't want to get into any problems. I didn't mix with a lot of people. I was interning for 2 years. Because of Sandy, I couldn't get there anymore. I was supposed to be hired November 1st. I lost that because life goes on in other places. But I got to tell you, I'm so grateful. I am so grateful. I live on the 2nd floor, and we lost power, we lost food, but I still have me. I still have my children. And when I say the center helped me keep a peace of mind, people just don't understand. They had all kinds of things to say, all these people on the line, they just trying to get what they can get, and on these lines, I talk to people, some single moms, some that lost their jobs, some that are just trying to come out and get a peace of mind. Like, oh, it's not just me. You know? It's not just me. I'm not the only one going through some stuff. My kids, we have gotten things and taken them to people that can't come out their houses. Older people, people with kids. I mean, like, my family would not even come here on certain days. But I found family here, you know. On the best of days, I found out 2 years ago that I have diabetes. And on the best of days, I wasn't taking care of myself. I was not. I came here. This young lady right here. She got my medication because I didn't have medical coverage anymore. My sugar level is leveled now. You know, I'm paying attention. We had vitamins for my kids. Like, people just don't understand. They see stuff on the TV and they're like, oh, those bums, they don't want to, you just don't understand. Unless you've been here, unless you've been in the trenches, you just don't understand. But here they understand. You know, some days, I know the depression, sister. God, I know. But I know it's not just me. What I do reflects on my babies. You understand? And I need to let them know that things happen, people fall down, but you get up. You understand? And it's okay to ask for help. Because pride going before the fall, let me let you know.
You know, we shouldn't be treated like dogs. And as they mentioned, we just get overlooked with everything.
I had mad damages, mad destroy everything. I lost my car, everything. And they've been promised what they're going to do for me, but they still never did nothing. Just like I said, the only one that helped me since all this right here is Miss Bell. That's the only one. Nobody else. And me and my family still going through it.
You open up, when you tell a story, a long time ago, my brother told me this. You tell a story to somebody and you could save a life. You understand? Because if you say something, somebody's going to say, wow, I go through that too. If it's just one person, you tell a story to and you save a life, you've done something that day. And today I feel so blessed. I still ain't got a job. I still don't have a job, but I have a blessed, and I am blessed. And because I can open my eyes today, and like there's a future, you know, like things are going to happen, things are going to be okay. So like, I'm crying, but I'm not sad. You understand what I'm saying? Like, whew, like I feel so good about me. Things are not like I wanted them to be, but they're not like they were. You know, every day gets better. Gotta keep the center open. It's not even a center, it's these people. Mrs. Hope, Mr. Hope. They've heard my mouth a couple of times, and they're just here. Day in, day out. The people that, my kids have pen pals from New Zealand. These people left their countries. They didn't just leave their boroughs. They left their countries, and they came here and they said, I love you. And I believed it. You know, my babies, I teach them to go volunteer because we got it bad, but we don't have it as bad as it could be. Other people are worse. Like, I just can't say enough about unity. I cannot say enough about when you don't have and you help the next person. Wow. You get rich in so many ways. I'm telling you, man, I love this place. I love the place. I love the people. Even the people I don't like, I love them. You understand what I'm saying? Because they teach me and they teach my babies. It's just, I can't say enough about this place. You have to keep it going. You have to keep it going. You have to continue to educate people on whatever, medical, how to cook properly, you know, how to avoid that depression. Sometimes it just tries to suck you down, but you just got to rise above it. You just got to keep on rising above it, because if you see another day, you can make it better. Thank you.
Before you go to the next person, we actually have a good thing that came out of this. Can you tell us?
About did I have medical coverage?
Yes.
Yes, I have medical
Oh,
coverage.
good.
But before that, I was just saying, like, diabetic medicine is very expensive.
Yeah.
This girl got me my medication. You understand? This woman got me my medication. This place, friggin' amazing.
The water, we live on the first floor. I live on the first floor, so the water came up. The sewer came up with the water. So it was like, we had the sewer backed up during our home. We had roaches and everything. It was disgusting. Then like we went upstairs to the neighbor's house. The water started getting higher. So we had this, me, my mom-in-law, my father-in-law, my sisters and brothers-in-law, and we have all together 6 kids. So it's 2 babies and up to 5 years old. So it's like hard because, my mother-in-law and my father-in-law is sick.
They lost their medicine. They lost everything. It was bleeding. She was bleeding. That's my mother-in-law, actually. So she was bleeding to her nose, her mouth. It was hard to see, My father-in-law just came out of a coma, and he had to come home to this. Like it was hard. The kids were so sick. My niece to this day she gets fevers. She was getting fevers, and there was no help at the time. Before the center opened, it just happened. So it was like no medical. Everything was shut down. And then that's when the center opened, the community center. And I was online one day, and then I met Miss Doe. And then, I was like, met Miss Doe, and she was like, yeah, how you doing? I told her, I lived on the first floor and how I needed some help. She was like, yeah, so I came here and started like volunteering off and on. And I met a lot of people. I met Bethany here. She helped me out a lot too. With the kids, and then Trina started working here, and she made sure that my mother-in-law kept her medicines going. My father-in-law needed medicine. If the kids needed medicine, she was there. Like it was a really bad experience. And since it's been open, like now I work here, so I help the community out too. So I'm also working here. So I'm helping them out, but I'm very grateful for them. But it still hurts to wake up and see her bleeding every day. Hurts to see my kids, my nieces and nephews sick every other week. Rush to the hospital because of fever. We still going through it, but we're here. That's what counts. And as long as we have the help here, that's what counts. And I'm happy we're still here. I'm happy that I'm able to help others while I'm trying to help myself and my family. But I really appreciate Ms. Doe and Trina and my staff members, my co-workers, Diamond, Bethany. She always comes by and makes sure there's donations, and anyone else I miss, I'm happy you're here too. But we're just trying to keep, we're a big family, so we're keeping each other up. We're keeping each other close, and ever since then, the community's calmed down a lot. It used to be bad, but now it's calmed down. So I hope they can stay here because we need them. And I'm 20. And I have 2 kids.
Doing a great job.
And I'm happy. And like she said, I'm not crying because I'm sad. I'm crying because it's experience and tears of joy. It was just a lot, and I just hope everything gets much better than what it is.
Continue to make the answer better, and I think that we are, and we appreciate. We get from you as much as you get from us. We're all here together. Thank you so much for sharing too. It's a brave thing. It really is.